This week on Country Music Junkies, we have a new artist to introduce you to. I am so pleased to be joined by Adley Stump. Adley, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Happy to be with you guys.
Awesome. Now, let's kind of take us back in time to the beginning of your career, because most of our listeners probably aren't familiar or too familiar with your music. So take us back to the beginning and how this journey kind of began for you.
Absolutely. With the very beginning, which is different. The very, very beginning for me was the voice. You know, I was a senior in college, and a bunch of my sorority sisters, in a nutshell, dared me to audition for the show completely as a joke. Made it on the show. It was incredible. Signed a deal from that led me to Nashville. And that, that show is such a wonderful platform and such a wonderful way to kind of have that catapult right off the bat. And I take that very seriously. I don't take it for granted at all. And to have that mentorship immediately, the show kind of gives you a little torch that it's your responsibility then to take that platform and hustle like you wouldn't even believe for about the next 4 months before the next season comes up. So that's what we tried to do, and we're very fortunate that the last two and a half years, these have continued to grow for us.
That's excellent. Let's talk about, if people aren't too familiar with your sound and your style of music, obviously it's country, but can you describe it and maybe some of the influences that you draw from in your sound?
Sure. I kind of describe it as a sort of the darker pop undertones that you'll hear, like a Rihanna, but more the melodic pieces and vocally of Carrie Underwood. I call it Carriana. So if you think that's appealing to you, it's definitely not traditional country. I think the wonderful thing about our format is that its borders continue to expand, and you're going to have something for everybody. And so that's we try to live in that bubble. I pull from music that I like, which, most people, with the invention of the iPod, everybody likes a little bit of everything. So try not to categorize it too much, and more so just focus on making good music, and music that I can authentically perform and enjoy.
You've got a new album called Like This out right now. Is that kind of combination of a bunch of different sounds? Is that what people will hear from that album?
We call it almost like an Adley sampler. It's a re-release. It's a Like This deluxe package, and I'm the spokesperson for Little Black Dress Wine this year, so we licensed the song to them. That's had some wonderful national promotions with Trader Joe's, Costco, Kroger this year. So we put that one on there. We put a bonus track, my cover of Hallelujah, on there. And we also put Stay at Home Soldier on there, which is our current single. That's led us into so many fun opportunities this year. Very, very humbling year for us. And so this album is definitely a sampler pack.
Excellent. Well, that's a good start for people to listen to, hear a bunch of different songs by you with a bunch of different styles and that sort of thing. That's amazing. Now, you mentioned prior to our call that you were an author of How They Sell Music, a new book, which is really, really cool. What was that experience like?
Absolutely. How They Sell Music has been a passion project for me for about a year and a half. For independent artists, we get a lot of Facebook messages, hey, how do I do X, Y, Z? How do I see, I've had a strength as an independent artist and strategic corporate alliances, so partnering with brands, and you kind of find ways to benefit them and give them certain deliverables that also catapult your career. And so I've got basically 12 artists, all who have completely different strengths. Bubba Sparks' strength is very different than the YouTube stars that we have involved. And so everybody's chapter is, man, how the heck did you do this? Literally, not what we read on your Wikipedia page. I moved to Nashville, I got a pub deal. Okay, cool. What were those steps in between? Did you meet this guy at a bar? What's the right etiquette to follow up? Don't go send your demo to somebody. And so it's essentially you're picking the brains of those people who've done it and are doing it. It's a really well-rounded look at the industry. And our big push was to Amazon on July 21st, 22nd. And yesterday, it actually hit 3 bestsellers lists. It became number 1 in America and number 1 in Canada. And then hit another bestsellers list as well. So I could not be happier with the way that the book is selling.
That is amazing. Well, congratulations on that. That is pretty incredible. And if you want to check that out, fans, be sure to head to adleystump.com. There's information on that website about how you can get a copy of that. Now, Adley, you were a musical performer on the Miss USA pageant. How did that happen?
that's the power of this industry, right, of networking. I met the executive producer, didn't even know he was the executive producer. He's the vice president of IMG. I worked out in New York, and I met him at a blackjack table at iHeartRadio in Vegas a year and a half ago. So with the controversies that happened around Miss USA and a lot of the performers backing out, I was somehow top of mind for him to give me a call and see if I'd like to come in and perform at Miss USA. Previous performers are Nelly, Flo Rida, just incredible acts, right, that we all look up to and admire. So to be the only featured performer, they had a house band, but to be the featured performer this year, it was mind-boggling. It was such a fantastic experience. And I'm from Oklahoma, and Miss Oklahoma, as many of you know, won Miss USA. She's been my best friend since 7th grade.
No way.
We grew up together. We cheered together. We were cheer captains together. She moved to LA the same week I moved to Nashville. And every week we just catch up on the ups and downs of this industry. And so for us to have both live out our dreams on one stage together, I mean, we were just teary-eyed the whole time. And then she goes and wins the dang thing. That was the most special part of it for me.
That is incredible. A great story, and that's awesome. Very, very cool. Now, if fans want to connect with you, of course, they can go to adleystump.com, but how can they connect with you on social media?
Absolutely. Everything's pretty consistent. Twitter, @Adley Stump, Instagram, @Adley Stump. Facebook just hijacked my fan page, or somebody did, and Facebook, we're working with them to try to get it back. Hopefully we can get it back.
No way.
And that's @Adley Stump as well. Yes, I'm so sad. We're like, man, it's a verified page. Can you please expedite the process? Because it was down during all of Miss USA, everything. So right now it's my personal page that is just open to the public.
Okay.
But very active on social media. Love communicating. And this is that's the blessing of being able to do this for a living. The fun part for me is getting to connect with people and hear other people's stories. So very active on social media. Would love to connect with everybody there. It's
amazing.
Adley Stump like a tree.
Amazing. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Adley. It's been great talking to you. Best of luck with the continuing sales of the book. And again, fans, you can go to adleystump.com for more information about this lovely young lady. Adley, thank you so much.
Yes, Patrice. Thank you, guys. Talk to you soon.